Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I wanted to go through some of my favorite top uncommon plants which are really easy to care for and they're super fast growing. I just wanted to share these with you guys so you guys can go out and buy them. And yeah, let's get started with today's video. But before we do so, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So first off, I wanted to show you my wonderful MICANS because it's honestly one of my very favorite fast growing plants. It's probably number one just because of how fast it is. I know some people don't like the smaller leaves, but I honestly don't really mind it. So I want it to be trailing as opposed to growing it up a pole or a trellis. And I just think it looks so much better if it's cascading down from the top of a shelf. It's just so cute, and the leaves are very soft and velvety. They're a little bit lighter than a melanochrysum leaf, so kind of more like a lighter green versus kind of mature melanochrysum leaves are super dark and almost like black if you give it enough bright indirect light. And yeah, MICANS are really cute. Very affordable. Here in Canada, I would still say it's an uncommon plant because you can't just walk into a nursery and hope to find a MICANS. Usually it's only during very infrequent restocks, or you have to buy it online through online plant sellers. So I really like MICANS, but definitely get your hands on one of them if you're into fast growing plants. They probably will outgrow its pot very, very quickly. So this is my MICANS, love it so much, and let's move on to the next plant. Next one I want to show you is my Philodendron White Princess, which is also another philodendron. I find philodendrons generally grow pretty quickly compared to anthuriums or succulents, obviously, or Hoyas. But yeah, this one is the Philodendron White Princess, meaning it has the white variegation. It definitely is a faster grower compared to the White Wizard and the White Knight, which are generally more expensive than the White Princess. The White Princess, I find, usually have more pinkish stems, so a little bit of pink, and it's just super, super adorable. The variegated leaves are just the perfect type of variegation. It's not splashy like a golden pothos, but it's more sectorial pieces, and there's very bright white pieces and also kind of cream colored parts as well. So this one is also a very fast growing plant, especially if you buy it as a seedling or a very small plant. Obviously, the bigger the plant, the bigger the leaves will grow, and it will slow down the growth rate a little bit. But when I first bought this as a tiny little seedling, it literally shot out a new leaf every week to week and a half. It was super, super fast. Since I've transferred it to LECA, obviously it slowed down a little bit because it had a bit of transition shock, but I mean, it's still doing pretty well. It lost a few leaves and I think it's bounced back now. It's on to its second leaf since its transition, and this leaf honestly looks really, really white. So the more variegation the plant has, the slower it will be. But in terms of a variegated plant, this one is still very fast growing, so I recommend this if you like variegated white plants, which is a White Princess. Okay, next up I'll show you guys will be this pothos, which is a CEBU blue pothos, and it's actually, the official name is called the Epipremnum CEBU blue, and that's honestly a little bit too hard to say, so I just call it a pothos. It's a bluish green tint for the leaves and still very, very nice. It's definitely very fast growing. I started with maybe 3 leaves and I've got more cuttings since then, but this is the size of it now. It's definitely way more than 3 leaves. It's huge and it's just starting to slowly trail, especially this piece right here and this piece right here. So I can't wait for this to become very lush and big. Probably as the leaves continue to grow, I will chop it back and stick it into the top of the pot so that it can be more full at the top before it starts trailing down. But it's such a fast grower, a little bit slower than a golden pothos or marble queen pothos, but I would still say it's definitely high up there in my fast growing plants. I tend to always have to refill the water reservoir because the roots are so extensive. And let me see, so there's so many roots right here. literally coming out of the drainage holes, and it just like drinks up water so quickly and loves the nutrients. That's probably another reason why it's growing so fast, but in general, the pothos, very fast growing kind of like genus, species, whatever it's called, group of plants. Moving along, this one is a syngonium. So syngoniums are also well known for being very fast growers. So there's obviously the more common ones like white butterfly, neon pink robusta, something illusion. There's so many different types of common syngoniums, but in terms of the uncommon ones, this one is still very fast growing. So this is the Syngonium ALBO, and it honestly has a little bit, I see spider mites. I just discovered it has spider mites, so I am slightly upset. So let me see if I can show you guys. There's a little bit of webbing right here on this leaf, and I see a few dots. So pretty sure that's spider mites, so I'm just gonna treat this and isolate it from my other plants. Moving along with this video, this one is the Syngonium ALBO, and it's also a very fast growing plant. Clearly, despite the spider mite infestation, it's still growing very quickly. So it came with 3 leaves, and it now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and dropped 1. So it would have had 7 leaves. I just literally picked off the last leaf that was still on this plant. But I would say very fast growing. It does also have a very extensive root system, if you guys can see peeking through the leca, and it's just very happy. The more roots a plant has, the kind of faster it will grow and take up nutrients. So make sure you add nutrients to your water reservoir for your leca growing plants. And I find syngoniums in general are just very fast growing. This one is one of my favorites, so I'm a little bummed that it has spider mites, but definitely gonna treat this and put this aside so that I remember. Okay, last but not least, I want to show you guys my Syngonium Wendlandii, which is also very fast growing. It even has roots coming out through the drainage hole, so let's try to show you guys. This is the Syngonium Wendlandii, and the leaves are starting to get very big. This one is the newest leaf. It's still trying to unfurl right now, so it's a little bit soft and a little bit lighter in green. This one is the leaf before. Very dark and green and velvety and soft, very fast growing. I got this as initially a 2 little leaf plant, which is right over here, these 2, and they're obviously dying off, but it literally grew 4 leaves in one care, so very fast growing. And I literally had it for I think like 1 to 2 months, so 4 leaves in like 1 to 2 months I would say is pretty fast. Winter usually slows it down a little bit with the cooler temperatures, shorter days, less light, but this one has not been affected at all, and I'm really happy with it. So that pretty much concludes today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and treat my Syngonium ALBO for spider mites, so we'll make this outro very short. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below which one is your favorite fast growing uncommon plant, and yeah, I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.